What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Payne. Welcome back to another DC Heroes and Villains video. Alright guys, got a special one here for you so you can prepare for the future. Now, if you have not checked out the tier 1 to tier 7 video to tell you guys how to get to tier 7 and what you should be saving for, check that out first. And then this is going to absolutely blow your mind. So first off, shout out to Rob, who's actually instilled us with these picks. I still believe he's the top player in the game in terms of progression and power. Rob and I communicate all the time. We're most likely going to be in the same guild if he continues to play. But he has bestowed upon me some pictures of tier 8. So he's the first person to actually get somebody from tier 8 that I know of. And it is quite staggering in terms of what you need. So let's go ahead and jump into this real quick and see if you guys can kind of follow. Okay, so here's the missing item. It's called the Advanced. Yeah, let me click it again. It's called the Advanced Network Diagnostics, okay? So this is the first item on the tier on the top left. Here is the items that you need, okay? So the first one you can get is at 16.1. It's this purple item right there. It's the solution. It's the stable promethium, okay? So 16.1 in order to even attempt that one. Item number 2 is going to be these enhanced health reactants, which is also going to be available through the villains side missions. You can see here, they're found in the challenge mode, I believe, if I recall. So that's going to be available through the challenge mode and the villain side missions. And then we also have these premium primary reactant fragments, which can be purchased for quite a large sum of gold or through assault supplies. And then you can get them from campaign 15.7, 16.7, 17.7, etc. Right? As you can see, they progress. And then lastly, this one item over here is called the Superior Polymer, which can be gained either through the Battle Pass, or you can purchase it. Sometimes it's in the shop, and then campaign 15.1. Okay, so that's item number 1. You can see here 15.7, 15.1 is the bare minimum to even start collecting some of these items, right? All right, item number 2. This is called the Advanced Low Frequency Spectrum and Analyzer. First one is 17.1, so it does take a little bit of time to get there, even to start collecting some of these items. Item number 2 is also, again, going to be something in the villain side missions that you have to complete. And that's going to be, you can see here he has a 3-star, it's only 2-star, so it's a little tougher. Here we have the same reactant fragments, which we talked about earlier, and then the same thing with the Superior Polymer, okay? So moving on to number 3. Item missing is the Fortified Self-Repairing Plate. The campaign here is 18.1 to even start collecting this, and then 20.20, and then the rest here is also the villain. This is the hero side mission this time for the enhanced blue defense. And you can see here he hasn't even started this one at all. And then you've got, of course, the fragments and then the polymer again. Okay, so that part stays the same. That doesn't change. Item number 4, the Fortified Deluge Style Coating campaign 19.1. So here's the catch. No one has been able to pass 18.5 at all. It's become like next to impossible because they've actually gated it with 20 attempts to kill 13 really hardcore tough enemies. So you may need a full team of tier 7s, which is going to take an obscene amount of time. And you have to purchase a lot of things from the store. And there's 300 of those things that you need to purchase, and they're all in rotation. So you're going to take a very, very, very long time, guys, to complete this. So again, this is even going to take even longer, right, realistically. So again, not even available for item number 4. Again, the items here you can find is the hero side missions, the polymers, etc. Right? Item number 5, 21. Yeah, even worse. So we don't even know what 19 entails. This pushes to 20. So you can see here, again, an item that's going to be next to impossible to get. And then the last one here is going to be these items here. The core for the flamethrower. It's so essentially going to be the core, which you can actually buy. 15.8 is where you get it. Now the last item here, which is going to be the expanding nucleus. This one here is also available at 15.7. And then, of course, you need to get yourself your polymer. So that one is actually doable. But these middle, the top right and the right side are going to be almost next to impossible to complete at the moment. Okay, so I just want to show you guys real quick what's going to be available. Now, I want to talk about something else now. So a lot of people are asking about this question, guild raids, right? Guild raids are going to come out very soon. At least we're not 100% sure what the date is, but they have finalized a few things according to some mining that people have been able to do. Okay, so you know who you are, so shout out to you. I'm not going to say any names, but we have found 2 different things. So number 1, Superman and Lisa Drake are going to be the two big boss units that are come out as guild battles. Okay, so when guilds are activated, those are the two you're gonna be facing. So number one, Superman. This one's unique. Okay, so Lex Luthor will be a must-have in this fight because his kryptonite attack will do the same effect on Superman as it currently does. So I'm gonna go to the roster here. We're gonna go to Superman. I'm gonna talk about that real quick. Okay, so this kryptonite attack here, his passive right here. Kryptonite attack removes Superman's buffs and inflicts Superman with vulnerability, attack down, and lethargy. This will actually still take into effect with the boss battle. So you actually want to get Lex for this boss battle. Now, what the data mining did show, though, he's still immune to crits, but he also ends up being immune to dots. Now, that's the wording there. Now, I'm not sure if that means he's immune to dots due to his immunity buff that he has for 24 turns. Most likely he'll have the full 24 turns as a guild boss. Or if he's just strictly immune to dots, period, with or without his immunity. If that's the case, the tactic of using Copperhead or Ivy or Halo or any of those dot units, Katana, is out the window. You're going to want to run a heavy green DPS team with Lex Luthor on there to actually get as much damage on Superman as possible. Okay? So that's going to be a big part of the raid. Now, for Lisa, on the other hand, the damage there is fine for dots. So dotting her is going to be no problem. So you can actually use units like Copperhead, Halo, Katana, Ivy, etc. Right? To actually dot the unit. Now, I'm just trying to remember real quick. Let me just go back here for a sec, guys. To see what exactly each of them did. So bear with me. I'm going to try to get you guys some details here, okay? So you guys have an idea kind of what is going to be happening. So bear with me. Let me see if I can find it again. Let's see. If I can find it anywhere. I'm just trying to see if I can locate the actual information for you guys, okay? I might not be actually able to get it right now. Here somewhere. So bear with me here. Okay, here we go. So yeah, Superman's passive, immune to crits and damage over time debuffs. At the start of the battle, grants immunity buff on self for X duration of time. When hit by kryptonite attack, remove Superman's buffs and inflict Superman with vulnerability, attack down, and lethargy buffs, etc. Right? So similar to that has not changed. Yeah, in terms of Lisa, though, I don't have much information, I don't think. Let's just take a quick look here. Yeah, I think the information is missing on that one. Let me just quickly type it in. Here we go. Okay. So, immune to defense down. And damage over time. Debuffs as well. Looks like actually, never mind. So she will be actually immune to damage over time if this is correct. At the start of the battle, when Lisa performs a power move, inflict attack down debuff on all enemies for X amount of turns. So it looks like Cersei is going to be your best friend for this one specifically. Also here we have when Lisa Drake performs a power move, inflict debuff on all enemies for X amount of turns as well. We don't know what the debuff... Oh, it's still the attack down debuff, so that's fine. She does something called Yellow Sting, and it has a single target enemy attack. Yeah, and then now what they've also done is they've done a chest rarity, which is different than what the beta had. So now what happens is the more damage you do, you'll upgrade your chest based on the damage, and then the chest will have specific tier items and things that you can use to upgrade your characters, as well as other things like gold, perhaps some summon tokens, etc. Right? So they're actually revamping the entire guild battles completely. So hopefully this will make things a little more interesting and a little more involved for guilds. It should be dropping hopefully sometime soon, guys. So let's, sit tight, see what happens. Hopefully they do it without too many bugs. And we're all looking forward to that information and data when it comes out. So again, I'm really hoping that Superman and Lisa Drake are going to be the two big ones that come out. And then from there, we'll see if other bosses like Trigon are going to be released as well too, like they did in beta. And if there's any difference between the whole immune to dot system, because if everyone's immune to dots, it takes away a lot of the usability of the units that were being used in beta to do damage on bosses. It actually completely changes the whole landscape of how bosses will be handled. So more to come on that, and we'll talk more about that as soon as I get more information. All right, guys, this is Payne. I'll talk to you guys in the next one.